Look, have you ever been in the situation where you can't get a girl's attention, where it seems hopeless because her friends are always around, where there's no good time to approach? Well, listen, man, I've got you. This video is going to change everything for you. Number one, win over her friends. And that's what we're going to be talking about in large part in this video. And I've got one tip at the end that is going to blow your mind because it will do everything that you need to do in order to win over this peer group, because peer approval is what it's all about right now. It's the name of the game. If you've been watching the other attraction ladder videos, which we'll link it up, basically, if you've been watching those other videos, you know where you're at right now. You're with the group, you're at the table, you're standing outside with them, whatever it might be, but you're there with them. And if they don't like you, how successful do you think that you're going to be in trying to attract the girl that you came over there to talk to? Her friend's opinion is going to supersede yours to a large degree. Why? Because they're her friends. Don't your friends have any kind of weight on your opinions on things? I would argue that it probably does. So it's no different with them. These are people that are a part of her life that she sees on a very consistent basis, that she doesn't want to look bad in front of. So it only makes sense that that is going to outweigh you and your handsome, devilish good looks, okay? But on the flip side of this, if you win over those friends, you make friends with those friends, you're a part of the friend group now, they're rooting for you. They want to see you succeed because you're all cool with each other. You're all having a good time. Everybody is getting to know each other. It's exciting, it's fun, and it just makes the road so much easier. So you have to win over that friend group. We're going to hop into number two. Let's go. Number two, talk to everyone. In the first point, we talked about winning over the friend group. Well, that's easier said than done, right, Dale? Like, how am I just going to win them over? Okay, that's what we're going to get into. So here's the deal. You want to talk to that entire group. Say there's 3 of them, right? There's a girl that you really want to talk to and her 2 friends. But in order for you to have a little bit of FaceTime alone with that girl you want to talk to, you have to be able to separate her from those friends. You think that that's going to happen if her friend's like, oh, this guy's a loser. Oh, this guy's lame. Why is this creepy guy talking to us? I don't like this guy. This is weird. It's not going to go anywhere. You have to talk to everyone. All right, the way that I like to look at it is like this, okay? I like to look at it like that there's a traffic light over their heads, okay? And just like any traffic light has 3 lights, right? It has green, it has yellow, and it has red. I want all those lights to be green. On top of every girl's head, there should be a green light, okay? If I see one going to yellow, that girl starts getting more attention. Because what I don't want is for it to turn red, okay? Because red means stop, right? So I want them all green, and if one is gonna start turning yellow, it's time to give that girl a little bit more love because I got to draw her back in. So how am I going to do that? All right, well, so for instance, if I'm talking to the group and I'm focusing on one girl in particular, maybe a little bit too much, one of them might feel left out. So maybe these 2 are engaged, right? They're engaged with this interaction. This one over here, she just, she feels a little left out, or maybe the conversation took a turn to something that she's not super comfortable talking about, or so, it could be any number of things. But as soon as I see her start pulling out her phone or start, just kind of looking around and tapping her foot, or, as soon as I start seeing her getting bored, in other words, or even worse, she starts trying to get the other girl's attention, okay? Then what I'm going to do is immediately stop talking to them and focus on her. So if I'm talking to these 2, I see her getting bored, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be like, hey, real quick, question. I got to ask you this. And now her attention, boom, is right back because I pulled her back in, right? And so now she has no choice but to engage with me. And then I'm going to start spreading it back out amongst the group altogether, okay? Because here's the deal, man. If you lose one of them, you have lost all of them. It's just a matter of time. Okay, so if, imagine it like this. If one girl gets her phone out because, she's sitting there bored because you just keep talking to one girl the whole time. Girl gets bored, looks at her phone, and the girl next to her, she's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Look at this guy texted me. Oh my God, this is so funny. Ah. Now you have lost two girls because now her attention and focus is on this. And now they're kind of having a good time. The energy level is going up. So now the girl that you're talking to, she wants to see what is going on over here. So now you have lost her. And there you are, sitting by yourself, wondering what just happened. Well, now you know. So you can keep this from happening simply by just talking to everyone. All right, we're gonna get number 3. Let's go. Hey guys, if you have not subscribed to this channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. Here at this channel, if you're new, man, there's so much content, so many things available, and I do not want you to miss out on all the content that we're bringing you in regards to health, wealth, relationships. Man, the list is endless of all the things to help you level up to be the type of guy that you want to be. So make sure that you subscribe to the channel, man. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos that we're putting out there, all right? Second to that, make sure that you like the video. Hit that thumbs up, man. And I know that you see the same type of spiel in every video you watch. But this is why this is so important, because it's not just about you. I'd like to think of all of us as guys that are trying to level up, and I include myself in that, okay? I'd like to think of us as a community, and I don't want people missing out on the opportunity to get the type of information that they need. So by you hitting that thumbs up, by you hitting that notification bell, by you sharing these videos with a friend, it gets the word out. The algorithm loves it, and it puts the video in front of other people's eyes who may really need to see this type of content. So do me a favor and do those things. Do yourself a favor and do those things, and do the next man a favor by doing those things. All right, we're gonna hop back into it. Let's get it. Number 3, don't focus on your crush, okay? When I say crush, I'm just throwing a term out there that, basically, look, the girl that you really came over there to talk to, obviously you being the big tough guy that you are that never catches feelings, isn't gonna have a crush. I get that, but but no, I mean, really, you shouldn't have a crush for a girl that you just met, but that's for another video for another day. All right, but here's the deal. The girl that you initially want to talk to, the whole reason, all 3 of them are cute, but one is just your type. The one that you really want to talk to, you want to get to know, see what she's about, right? So, your initial thought is, well, I'm going to talk to her. And if you watched the last point that we talked about, you know why you shouldn't do that, okay? If you don't get it, rewind the video, watch that point again, okay? Here's the deal. With the girl that you really like, that you really want to talk to, it seems counterintuitive. Pay her the least amount of attention in the group. Now, mind you, I didn't say don't pay her any attention, because she'll be the one getting her phone out. She'll be the one that's bored. She'll be the one that's like, oh my God, this is my song. Let's all go dance. Well, except for you, guy that just walked up. I have to go to the bathroom. Let's all go to the bathroom. Or, oh, let's all get shot. You especially don't want the girl you really want to talk to take that initiative. All right, so you pay her some attention. You just pay her less attention, because right now the focus is winning over the peer group. That should be your only concern right now inside of this rung in the attraction ladder. Speaking of the attraction ladder, if you would like a free copy of The Psychology of Modern Flirting, the Attraction Ladder, reach out to me, okay? My contact information is in the description, all right? All you gotta do is reach out. I will send you a free copy, 100%, no question. It is all yours, okay? So That's the deal. All right, we're gonna hop into number 4. Let's get it. Number 4, tonality. All right, now we talked about this last week inside of the positioning video, how important tonality is. This is the one thing that will make or break all of this. I cannot stress to you how important this particular step here is, okay? Look, I will give you an example. There was a guy that I worked with once, here local to me, and we would go out, and he was doing really, really well. But the problem was, you know, the weather was starting to turn and starting to get colder out. And we were out in the summer. He was out there crushing it. He was doing so well. I could not be more proud of him, all right? But again, it was getting colder out, and now people are starting to be more inside. Less people on the patio, less people on the street, more people inside. And when you're inside, it's gonna be significantly louder. You know, this was a club environment, and it was booming in there. And so he was going around doing his thing, and he comes up to me and he's like, Dale, I don't know if I'm regressing. I don't know what's going on here, but I'm doing terrible. Like, I just keep getting blown out after blowout after blowout. And I was like, dude, how loud are you being? Because you're in my ear right now and I can hardly hear you. And he's like, well, this volume. And I'm like, come on, man. You know, like, you have to be louder. Now, me personally, I am kind of a louder person in general, as you could probably tell from watching any of my videos, all right? Not everybody has that natural disposition. So what you have to do is figure out that internal volume knob. Crank it up, especially if you come from a quieter culture, okay? You know who you are, all right? If you come from a quieter culture, you're gonna have to step it up, because that's where this guy came from. And he was like, Dale, I feel like I'm yelling. I'm like, dude, you're not yelling. So I take a couple of big steps back. I'm about 6 feet away from him, and it's loud in there. And I was like, I'm talking to him, I'm like, man, you can hear every word I'm saying right now, can't you? Every syllable coming out of my mouth, you're able to digest, right? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, say something to me. And he's like, I'm like, He's like, but he's like, I feel like I'm yelling. I'm like, dude, look, if I pulled out a pistol and I put it to your head and I was like, scream, you would be a whole lot louder than you are right now, okay? And so I was like, as a matter of fact, I want you to yell as loud as you can. He's like, what, in here right now? I'm like, yes, right now. And he's like, ah. And I'm like, no. Remember, there's a gun to your head. Like, you're gonna die if you don't scream. And he's like, ah. He finally got it. I was like, perfect. That's the volume that you need to take with you going and doing these approaches and starting the interaction off. And so the very next interaction that he had went exceptionally well. He got the girl's number. He ended up setting up a date. You know, like, it went really, really well, okay? And that's what I'm trying to drive across here. All the things, I could tell you a million things to say. I could tell you a million different ways to say it. I could tell you a million different ways to do it. But if they can't hear you, it's all for naught. All of them have to hear what you're saying. Not just the girl that you're talking to, all of them, all the time, all right? And if you feel like, well, you know, I don't want to blow my throat out, it's, you know, in these loud environments, and, you know, the next day my throat's scratchy. Look, go back to last week's video, rewatch that, because I give you a tonality exercise in that video that will help you. You do that every day, I kid you not, it will make a world of difference. And when I'm working with somebody one-on-one, these are the types of things that I work on, because a lot of times guys have blind spots. They don't know what they don't know. And so look, if that's you, if you're the person that's just like, I feel like I'm doing things right, but nothing is landing. Look, join me in San Diego in April. Next month, the 8th through the 10th, I'm gonna be in San Diego. If you live in Southern California or you wanna make the trip, just get at me. Let's talk about it. Let's make it happen. Let's take it to the next level, and I'll see you in the next video.